Why hello there, architects. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Vault Builders. Episode 4, starting to build a vault. So the reason why I'm roofing up the geothermal plant is the ancient geothermal plants also act as coolers. So I can set this to be like super frozen if I want. So if we end up filling our freezers full of animals, let's say we have a giant manhunter pack attack us, you know, this room here is negative 64 Celsius. So it's gonna be really easy to freeze our food. Which also means this wood fire generator probably we don't really need. I mean, I'm not gonna destroy it just yet, but like it's definitely superfluous. And then we just unpack the horses. And once the horses are unpacked, we can redeploy. Still a lot colder than the other series. I know, right? Actually, no, it's negative 117. That's, yeah. I guess there's no more carbon dioxide in that room. The next priority. Start digging a secret vault. And build traps. Actually going to change this layout a little bit to be even more obnoxious to the enemies. So at the end of this trap tunnel, they get to walk straight into a giant anti-air point defense system. Because why not? That'll work for me. So I'm going to reconfigure this a little bit. The only issue with this system is, like, I can't just have them skip the traps in its design. So let me redesign this a little bit as well. I'll put a door here so that we can have them not trigger the traps, because I don't necessarily want to replace the steel every time. That's going to get old real fast. Okay. Something like that will work. It's ambitious, but pretty functional. And now we have an ancient point defense turret. And what these things do is they will fire at pod droppers, enemies, and mortar explosives. So they're a very powerful anti-air defense, if you will. We're still not quite done with the Devil Strand wall, though. I would feel a lot better if that had finished. And for now, the valid path into the base is going to be the non-trap tunnel. And the trap tunnel will be used in the case of overwhelming odds where we're not likely to survive without trapping them up. Now, it's not much of a kill box, but that's not what this is intended to be. This is just a a temporary stopgap measure until we build more of our vault. Does the anti-air cover your beacon? It does not. But that, you could mix the beacon with ancient anti-air point defense to get the best of both worlds, where you bait them to a beacon and then shoot their pods down as they're trying to land. And, like, maybe we employ defenses like that in the future. That sounds pretty sexy to me. It's negative 120 degrees in there. Oh my god. It's like the deepest blue I've seen in a temperature overlay. Alright, the empty vault timer timed out. It's not an issue. I really didn't intend to do that within its given allotted time. Does anti-air counter triple or doom? Not that I know of. I believe it's only mortar strikes, pod droppers, and you know, regular enemies. So, like, if the regular enemy has a triple or doom, it will fire on them, yeah. Troll me now, thank you for the resub. So, the super nanite centrifuges, you can have up to 2 of them. Each one offers a minus 5% fail chance at genetically engineering. The simulation drives, you can have 10 with a minus 1 per. The nanite injectors, you can have 10 for a minus 6.5 time to inject per. And the dialyzers, you can have 2, minus 5% per. So we're starting to get quite a lot of the devices that we're ultimately going to need. Quantum, it is time for your gelding. And we're starting to get foals born, so let's trigger a giveaway for the newly born. So, good luck. And back to me now. I know you had a lot of free Yoda time, but I'm here too, you know. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay. Hey, look at that. The foal happens to be named Quantum Regent too. Whoops. I guess it's off to the glue factory for you. We catastrophically failed the surgery and accidentally cut off one of his hooves. And a horse without a hoof is Elmer. So, yeah, this raffle timer, nope. We're getting rid of that, because I definitely just fudded that up. Who did that surgery anyway? Let me see. Moxie did? Oh, no wonder. It should have been Crimson. Okay, I know why that happened. Moxie should not be the one responsible for that. Alright, at this point, let's get some more sandstone cut. Okay. You were cloud watching, or star watching. Got it. Okay, we do actually now have a raffle. Potentially. Because we'll see. Hopefully we won't, like, butcher another horse. So we have baby quantum, and then this baby horse here. This one is going to need to be gelded. Potentially. But I wince at what will happen. I'll make sure it's the correct operator. Cheers. We have a lot of the stone and steel we need for the traps. I probably don't need to explain it to you, but the reason why I lay out the traps like this is so that we can rearm them without having to step on them. So a door every 2 traps means that you can do that without self-harm. So is this a new series? It is a marathon. It is possible that once all of the content from this stream airs on YouTube, this series will become the Friday stream. And I'll do 2 RimWorld series a week. I had that thought, that this is maybe worth continuing. I'm not going to make any guarantees, but it's possible. Alright, Sapo, let's go ahead and work drive Crimson. And maybe towards the tail end of Crimson's work drive. Well, you know what? In 2 days, I will send Crimson out once Enthak and Foxwolved give birth to the new vault. Non-fatal, but okay. Let's yeah. Yeah. No, no. No, get in there. Because we find so much regular medicine in the vaults, I don't really mind using regular medicine for these kind of injuries. Oh, god dang it. I didn't... Oh, well. I meant for that to be a preach health, not a cheer up, but given that the wounds that he just got inflicted make him sad, being counseled helps. Dopey, thanks for continuing. I made a new word. Hey, well, I guess I'm dopey now. Jeez. Thanks for the continuous cheer. A whole lot of cheers from you. Traps can be sprung when uninstalled, moved on, etc. Yeah, and I didn't mean to do that. So, wait. Don't build the trap. Build the concrete. The reason I'm doing concrete is the traps are hypothetically flammable, and I don't really want to fire to spread, destroy my traps, because the steel that I need to make them is annoying to replace. But this trap tunnel's almost done. Oh, goodness. What is going on outside? If I randomly disconnect, it's storm-related. I'm not sure it's going to happen, but I just want to give you fair warning if it does. Fingers crossed for me. Can I show the jump in wealth? Sure. Doubled? It sounds very windy right now outside, or something. Even with my closed back headphones, I could kind of tell. Dagonite. You are horsey number... Oh, dang it. Okay, at least it's not crimson. But still, dang it. Horsey number whatever you are. Muscle parasites. Jeez. Okay, let's say work. Patient 1. So muscle parasites, very annoying to get, but we're going to use high-powered medicine to try to treat it quickly. Because once you get up to 10 quality 300, you're cured. So we're already a third cured. Which ain't bad. If I had glitter world meds, I'd hell even use those. Wolf is in my face. No thanks. Okay, trap tunnel is all set and ready. Quarzo, the Great. Thanks for all the gifted subs. Cheers. We have one little corner yet to be made. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. So now we have, we've got our trap tunnel in case we are facing overwhelming odds. And, I am gonna dig my way into this mountain. So Sapo is gonna be quite happy. He's an undergrounder. So finally, he's going underground. I want to see elated faces on his... Wow! Troll, thanks for the gifted subs as well. And Quarzo for resubbing. You guys are far too kind. So our ETA of pregnancy is going to be 1 day. Let's do another giveaway timer for the next 2 foals. I'd also like to slowly roll out leather beds for the horses so that if they get plagued or malaria or whatever, they can recover quicker. But for that, we're going to need to do some hunting. So I'm going to hunt the ibex for plain leather. There's really not a lot of... Oh, I guess there's ibex over here too. Anonymous Gifter, thanks for the gifted subs as well. I hope people are able to avoid ads. I only roll pre-roll ads, so anyone that is currently watching isn't going to get any more ads anyway. But still, it's one of the hidden benefits of me getting gifted subs is, yeah, the money's nice, but having you guys not get slapped with ads is also a pretty big benefit. Which is funny to say, given that I like make a living on advertising indirectly, because like a huge portion of my income comes from YouTube ads, but if I can have you avoid them, that makes me happy. And Joe True, thanks for the resub too. Alright, Sapo's fully healed. Next tend is in 1.5 days. Now, one of the issues here is like Crimson's not going to be around for the next tending. Unless we like hit the facility and hack it quickly. Also, Crimson, I would rather have you research rather than... Oh my god. Kadath, thanks for all the gifted subs as well. Oh my goodness. And I think I'm going to set Moxie to butcher, because we were hunting and not butchering, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. How many horses does this feed? So right now the consumption is about 4.5 and it feeds 7.7. What we can also do is we can auto cut trees in the pen, although you know what, that's so many trees I don't really want to do that. Oh my god. Glitch, magic, rad, sapient. Thanks for the... Y'all working together or something? That's a lot of cheers. And Wishbringer, too. Well, I'll drink to that. Hope the wife brings me new coffee, because, I'm fresh out. Let's stop hunting for now. Ryza, thanks for the gifted subs as well. Gotta keep going on my marathon? Yeah. The timer still doesn't work. Damn you, timer! I wonder, is it like something I did wrong? No. I don't see me setting it up, or I don't know. I'm confused. Scorpio, thanks for the gifted subs as well. I do hope to be adding new members soon. The last two, the pyromaniac, fire-breathing schizophrenic, and the hacker that wouldn't hack, were like pretty weak. Which I hope you understand why I wasn't like, oh, join up, because oof. Well, with any luck, we'll have some folks join in soon. Okay, so the new foals have been added, which means Crimson, you are going to take all of them down to the new vault. So I'll take 15 meals, medicine, and the bed. And we're headed out to vault number 2. I'm even taking the foals, because their carry weight is honestly enough to make it worth it. Their caravan weight is 17 kilograms, which is like honestly not shabby at all, being that they were born today. Alright, and raffle timer's up. So, the 2 new foals are Aguvin. I gotta say, there is like a certain subset of my viewers that like get so many things named after them. It makes me think that like you pay Nightbot to rig it or something. And the other one is Winnie's. Wow, a horse named Winnie? That's awesome. I'm gonna cut off the end of your name, I hope you don't mind. Winnie's the horse. So I guess it's a very chatty horse. And may you avoid the fate that befell Quantum. Moxie, what's wrong with you? Oh, yeah, slept in the heat. You know, we can avoid sleeping in the heat. I'm just going to set up the other ancient cooler. Because it's not like we need power. We have 5,000 excess power right now, so, like, power is not an issue. It helps to be active in the chat. Some people are more active than others. Yes, that is definitely the case. So now that Crimson's out, meal will be travel. And let's also change the bedding assignment. Oh, speaking of which, we have so much power that sleep accelerators might not be an unreasonable thing to build, because the real detraction from a sleep accelerator is the recurring power costs. But like, that's not an issue for us. We generate 5,000 more watts than we need. So maybe what I'll try to do is the current priority is going to be dig the start of a vault and improve beds. And Dopey, thanks for the gifted subs. And Board Drake as well. And Lukiwa for the cheer. Just an overwhelming amount of support. I really, really appreciate it. Now, these two guys really cannot doctor. So I'm a little concerned about the muscle parasite tendings that we'll be able to do in a minute. Super Rascal, thanks for the resub. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of the wood fire generator. I think it's time. I don't think we'll ever end up using it. I'd rather have the steel and components. Roscoe, you any good? Come on now. Ah! Well, I guess he breathes fire so that... Do you breathe fire? You do! Wow, I called that. Super jump, breathing fire, is mute, and never ever learns. And all you do is cook, and you're 65 years old with a sterilizing stomach. So I don't even trust that you cook good. Because, like, how would you know that you make food poisoning food? Yeah, no. I'm gonna be choosier. Alright, Crimson, you are all set to hack the door. I will just keep going to these vaults until I find reasonable recruits. But I am gonna be choosy. I don't want my siblings saddled to have to deal with incompetent people. And luckily Crimson is like work driven and an intellect of 13, so your hacking speed is almost 200%. Or your facking speed. Alright, we're starting to need medical treatment. So, U10 Moxie. 13. Oh, God. Yeah, that's just as I feared. And then Moxie 10's you. Also, while I'm here, turn off... So the whole thing is home zone, but I'm going to turn off haul and clean. Good call. None of the doors that I have access to right now are powered. Oh, shoot. All of my food is... Where? On pierogi? Yeah. Nine. Okay. I thought it couldn't get worse with 13, and then the game was like, ha ha ha! You were sad at 13% chance? Well, have a 9. An appropriate horse to carry the food? Yes. That horse is my little Polish dumpling. There is another point defense. Granted, these things are 100 kilograms, so now that we have 1 point defense, it's not really high up on my priority list of things to grab, unless we have an excess amount of carry weight. Because, I don't, you know, I want to grab as much lab equipment and materials that we need as possible. I'm also hoping that we have some sorts of running power in this facility, because if not, Crimson's going to have to, like, break down the ancient point defense to make, like, a wood fire generator or something, because otherwise we're not going to be able to get in here. What is your cancel? 68? Do it. Ah, the opposite effect. Alright, I don't see any other sources of power. You should go to sleep on a bedroll. And then when you're up, eat and hack. I also thought I just heard a door. Oh, it's probably, what's his name? That we banished. Or that we asked not to join. Yeah. Mr. Sapo. Let's hook up some more wall lights. And how happy are you that you're underground? Quite. Protecting cat. The universe chief of the Pious Path is requesting a favor. Protect someone named Cat. And they're willing to offer me Luciferian plasteel, tech-proof... What the hell kind of technology? And I'll get 3 raids of a bunch of mechs. Cat will not do any work. You know, no thanks. I mean, I don't really want... If I had, like, shield belts or whatever, I would consider it, but I don't have shield belts yet, so I don't really want to protect you from, like, violent mechs for, like, 1 tech prof. Although, there is one thing that I would like the tech prof to do, so I will consider this. I'll table it for now. It also depends on the types of psychonetic powers that Crimson gets, or whoever ends up using the things from the dead drop. I haven't forgotten about the dead drop. Oh, speaking of which... This was... why did I click it off? It's attacking immediately. Got it. Charge rifle. And assault rifle. I don't really want anyone to get hurt, so let's flip-flop the doors. What? No, go through the open door, you moron. I mean, apparently you're very smart. There we go. Enjoy getting splatted. You even dropped me some uranium. And now they're running. Bye-bye, Rokos. Wow, you look very evil. If I've ever seen evil. Moxie, would you be so kind as to dig a grave or 2? Actually, Sapo, you dig it. And then Moxie will bury them, because you don't really want to see the corpses. She's bloodlust, so she doesn't care about corpses, whereas Sapo does. Do we have crematorium tech? We do. We can eventually start to cremate them, yeah. It just, it requires a while to build a crematorium, and I'd rather have a secret vault. Priorities being as they are. Next door. Come on now. Ugh. Okay, so there is a non-vault door that can be forced open, but we don't see a source of power yet. Oh, hey, Roscoe. And these are powered, so there must be a source of power nearby. We've got the bedroom, which I'm going to assign to Crimson. We've got an extra cooler, which has a grid excess of 10k, so there is definitely a source of power around here. I just don't know where it is. Oh, I hear it. I think it's another Geojenny. So I don't see any closed caskets here with ancient soldiers. And there's the Geojenny with a chem gen. Cool. So at this point, in order to gain access to more of the facility, it's I'm just gonna like build a crude power network. I'm sure there's a lot of unnecessary cabling here, but I don't really care. There are hackable containers, yeah. These two, which might have stuff in them. It is a cool looking vault. Yeah. Being circular and all. Alright, you're a little stressed. But, I have an idea. You're gonna sleep in a bedroom, not a barracks. There. Crimson's bedroom. I told you not to haul. I like how they're just hauling anyway. Alright, I can hear power being flicked on around the facility. So these two doors are openable. And before you go resting, I just have to satisfy my curiosity. So we've got the facility. So we have a nanite sampler, which is really nice. This allows you to pick between two potential abilities. We've got a macro thermometer, which allows you to get more abilities. We've got another dialyzer, which is useful for the other two siblings, but not for Crimson, because Crimson's experiments will never fail. The gene pod, which I might grab this time if there isn't nicer stuff. There's lots of meals here as well. I'm hoping to find, like, beer. We've got the hack pod. We've got better helmets. So Crimson, go wear a marine helmet. That's going to be better than a recon helmet. And this door should be openable too. Please don't lose your mind before. So there's not a lot of stuff to hack here, which is kind of nice. I'll be able to get through this facility a little bit faster. Beer! Yay! Drink a beer. I know you're only 17, but your mood requires it. Oh, and all right, let's sleep here. Kind of nicer to sleep in a royal bed, I think. All right, there is some sort of light source out here this way, and then I am going to try to hook up the rest of the doors that are on power lockdown to power. There. All right, how much steel do we have? 31? Okay, I'm gonna wait. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Vault Builders, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow vault builders.